Diet soda drinks cause cancer, or at least that is what they want you to believe. Like there is this huge online space where all of these health influencers practically know all of these things, and they say, "Oh, this causes cancer. This is not good for you. This is not good for you." Who am I to perhaps tell you the opposite? My name is Rune. I am in my sixth year of med school. I have years of experience in the gym and just researching general, real, actual health knowledge, and yeah, trying to preach that to the world instead of prescribing medications for our bad lifestyles. So, diet sodas, are they harmful? They are not proven to be harmful. Like when I talk about diet sodas and why they might be harmful, or when other people talk about like these diet sodas like Coke Zero or other things, they are mostly talking about the chemicals inside of it which give it these tastes, etc. Like aspartame, I will use aspartame, and it's like an artificial sweetener. I will use that a lot because in this video, just as an example, there are like dozens of other chemicals in it, but I will use aspartame as an example because everyone knows it because it's one of the most famous, etc. So is it harmful? No, it is. It has not been proven to be harmful. There have been some studies that point out like harmful effects on aspartame, like in mice, etc., but at very, very high doses. So everything is good in moderation, so to speak. Like you have to take like dozens of cans of Coke Zero a day to have like a negative impact of aspartame on your body. So they say. However, it is very difficult to prove these things. Like there is a fast race of cancers in our first world countries, fast race of other autoimmune diseases, etc. And they have to come from somewhere. Like there have not been found real causations. And that is because it is very hard to prove. Cancer takes like 20 years to form, 10 to 20 years in most cases. And you can't just, there are dozens and even hundreds of chemicals in our ultra processed foods. So it's like you can't pinpoint some chemicals and link them to cancer. It's very difficult to prove. You'd have to follow up people who do have certain chemicals inside them and people who don't have them, and you have to follow them up for 20 years, and then you'd have to compare, etc. And it's probably like a multifactorial thing about what causes the cancer. So it's almost impossible to prove that some of these kinds of chemicals are harmful. So it's like it's two sides. Like it's not directly toxic. It hasn't been proven to be directly toxic for us. But on the other side, those chemicals, yeah, it would also be quite impossible to prove if they are toxic in the long run for causing cancer. By the way, if you're like really interested in your health, you might want to go check out first link in the description, where I'll talk about how to create an insane killer physique using your diet, nutrition, and my years of med school knowledge, just gym experience in general, and yeah, your general health. I have a full bonus on sleep, testosterone, all of that is free. First link in the description. So, what would we conclude from that? Like, are they harmful or are they not? Well, drink them wisely. Like, you can't avoid the chemicals in our day-to-day life anymore. I would suggest to eat as natural and primal as possible, to limit processed foods as much as possible, because if you only do eat processed, ultra processed foods, your health will plummet. You will have more cravings, you will have, yeah, it has been shown you will get fatter, you will have more cravings, your brain chemistry will literally change to crave more of these unhealthy ultra processed foods, and you will perhaps probably, I think, have a higher chance of developing cancer if you eat like just these unhealthy things all the time. So what's for these diet drinks then in general? Drink them wisely. For people addicted to sugar drinks, they are an ideal, like, how do you say it? Like in between step to quit those sugar drinks. If you constantly drink like pure Coke with a lot of sugar in it, Coke Zero is a good alternative to then eventually quit. because a sugar drink hits your brain in two main ways. And like more ways, but like just for simplicity's sake, two main ways. First of all, the sugar spike and then the sugar drop in your blood. And this sugar drop will give you more cravings to get again high amounts of sugar in your blood. So your body will crave more of it. The second way is the dopamine. Like your body, your brain feels some kind of pleasure when having these high sugary drinks, etc., and these high tasty drinks. So your body will create dopamine to want more of that. Another craving mechanism. The thing is, with zero drinks, you don't have that sugar dip and spike, etc. So that craving is less. That craving is not really there. But you will still have the dopamine hit and dip, creating extra cravings for extra Coke Zero and also for extra sugary things. Like the craving is the same. So if you drink a lot of Coke Zero, you will also still create the cravings of to want sugary things. So it's not these diet sodas and these diet sodas are like a good in between step to quit sugary things, but they are not like a solution forever, because you still will have these cravings to go back to sugar. They're a good in between step to then eventually quit and go to water or sparkling water. But again, like I said, once in a while, I'm not perfect either. I go out. I sometimes drink some alcohol. I enjoy some fries. I'm from Belgium. So just enjoy. Like, just drink them once in a while. Like, I maybe drink like a glass of Coke Zero once every 2 weeks because I feel like it. But if you drink it every day, then you might want to quit that. It's the same with everything, right? Everyone has his vices, or does like want to eat like something a bit more unhealthy ones. But this is just especially for people who are unhealthy every day, who drink these things every day, whom their diet is mostly consists out of ultra processed foods. You really want to quit that and take it to a bare minimum. If you want my personal help for that, again, first link in the description. There will also be a full guide on how to lose weight using your brain chemistry. Like, companies hack our brains. It's crazy. They have engineers engineering how things feel like in our mouth, how it hits our brain to just become addicted to their own product to make more sales, right? So I will help you to use your own brain chemistry to reverse that, to put it against those bad foods and help you lose weight, help you get more healthy. If you're interested, go check it out. Besides that, leave a like, subscribe if you want. That would mean the world to me. Have a nice day.